I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from Why Are They Playing This Again? And I think I've heard this before. You're listening to an encore presentation of The Rick Jensen Show.
Hey, producer Randy.
Yes, host.
Now, were you ever a member of the KISS Army?
No, I was not.
Okay.
I was never a fan. I find their music more like almost childish in a way.
Well, surprise. Don't you want to, let's see, rock and roll all night and party every day?
Yeah, I just don't. And there's a big rock station in Philly that still plays that. And I'm like, who wants to hear that? 7-year-olds?
I know. And that song, Beth?
Yeah. And my wife's name is Beth, and I still hate that song. So.
What does she think of that?
She probably hates it, too.
You probably? Dude, You're married to her. You never asked her?
Well, we don't talk much.
There are a lot of people who are nice named Karen. So I wanted to say, Randy.
All right. Well, this particular Karen, she is a conservative New Hampshire talk radio personality.
Is she really?
Now, as I've worked at another station, I've found that in my world, I've noticed that there are two ways to get on the radio. One is to get a job, get hired, get paid to work for a radio station from working really, really, really hard.
And small markets and small towns like we did,
Yeah. Another way.
Work your way up,
Another way, because I've worked at another station and have sold this product, if you will. I've had people call up and go, hey, I got a great idea for a show, and how do I get hired there? And I said, well, unfortunately, we don't hire anybody at the time now, but you can buy an hour time, and then you can do your own radio.
Yeah, I've seen that in some markets. They'll do that.
Yeah, it's called brokered. So this is what this particular person, Diana Ploss,
so she decided she's going to broker. You know what I found, though, but about a number of people over the years, I have found that they make a presumption that if they present themselves as being a conservative talk show host, or in some markets, San Francisco and New York at some radio stations, they present themselves as being a liberal talk show host, and then they buy the time. They think that's going to get them into the business, and it turns out they're phonies anyway.
I have some audio of this particular Diana Ploss,
she's not a Karen, she's a Diana.
Diane, who appeared appeared on her own show,
right,
on a radio station, 1590 up in New Hampshire, which does all brokered shows. So I have some audio of her. She was observing that there were people speaking Spanish, and she had an issue with it.
You speak in English?
Well, a lot of them speak English, but I just like to.
Okay, but it is America.
It is America.
It is America. You should be speaking English. You should be speaking English. They work for the state. You should be speaking English.
Don't work for the state.
What do you work for? Oh, so are these people? Is English? Doesn't matter. It's still English. It's English. 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 Is anybody here illegal? Are these guys illegal? What's the name of this company? Look at this. Look at this. It's America. Speak English. Speak English. So this is a foreman working for this company, Morans. And he's speaking Spanish to these guys. So your tax dollars up here in New Hampshire. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here. That is what's going on. So now they have people who don't speak English who are putting in this stuff. The tax.
Yeah, they're installing like some trees with big elaborate paving stone circles around it.
I'd love to get in front of this woman and say, yo, Diane, interzentem sugar mayas Freud. Here, try that language, all right? If zentem sugar Freud, let's see, let me think about it. It'd be ugly. Help me with my Yiddish. Mayas, yeah. If zentem sugar mayas Freud. And just translate that, Diane.
I don't know. It's your language.
No, I'm hoping my Yiddish is okay. So it's supposed to be, you're a crazy, ugly woman. Sugar Freud. Anyway, yeah, that's what I'm. So, yes, I went to Catholic boys' school and dated Jewish girls, and I learned Yiddish usually from their moms or dads.
A mixed couple, that's all we need. Don't see enough of that on the TV.
You know, how many people here in Wilmington, for example, grew up in neighborhoods where the mom or the dad spoke Italian and really didn't speak much English? Huh? I'd like to put one of those guys in front of her. Just start speaking Italian at her and just like, but what he's saying in Italian is, you're going to throw me out of the country? But he's going to say that in Italian, you know, you're going to throw me out of the country?
That's a neighborhood I wouldn't want to live in. I'm up here in New Hampshire, and look at all these Mexicans up here speaking their Spanish. Landscapers. Why don't they hire white landscapers to speak English like Randy? You want some more of me?
Payers are paying for, and look what they're doing. This is communism. This is communism. Look at this.
Oh,
they're
stop.
taking over
Wait.
Communism.
Hey, Diane, Mussolini has a message for you.
Yeah.
Prova tradurre questo, huh? Yeah, prova tradurre questo. I can never say it right. It's, try to translate this in Italian. It's like, you just like to get in front of this woman and just give her a hard time in, like, some foreign language. It's communism. No, it's not. Go ahead.
She is a
Can you rewind her about 30 seconds so we can just point and laugh at her some more, please?
Yes, and she's a fellow radio personality, Rick.
Whatever.
So we have to be nice to
She's
our...
a phony. She's an idiot. Look, there's very few things that are more irritating than let me see. I can't even say it. An unintelligent talk show host. As somebody who has no idea the meaning of words. I mean, I would have disagreements with people who I thought were pretty intelligent about fascism, and they don't even understand that fascism can come from the left. And of course it does. Whenever you have an authoritarian government, in other words, they have decided that they are going to tell you how you can live and how you cannot live. And then they are going to incorporate, major businesses into the government. And the government is going to tell those businesses how to function, how to operate. And I'm not talking about influencing like we have here in America. I'm talking when it's actually a formal organization and the government and the businesses are pretty much one. So you see that coming from the left now when it comes to authoritarianism and fascism.
Where'd you get your education from? You know, overeducated, whatever you are. Not sure. Heard a lot of foreign languages coming out of your mouth earlier. Is that from your Jewish broad girlfriends from back in the day?
Where they said, oh, look, honey, it's that Meshuggah Goy coming over here now to see our daughter. Yeah, Yolanda.
I backed it up a little bit if you want to.
Did you really?
Yep.
Okay, yes.
30 seconds back. Here we go.
morons. And he's speaking Spanish to these guys. So your tax doll is up here in New Hampshire. That's what's going on here. That's what's going on here.
Stop. Pause it. She's not from New Hampshire. She sounds like she's from Long Island, doesn't she?
She sounds like New Hampshire to me, Rick.
Sounds like Long Island, somewhere in New York. Oh, God. Go. Is she still working at this radio station? Well, she pays for it, I guess. I don't know.
She pays for time, and then the station was in the uncomfortable position of having to, because so many people called the station and complained. Now the station has to lose money by not taking her money to do her brokered show.
Well, because she's an idiot, you know? I mean, go ahead and play some more.
My money's as green as anyone's.
That is what's going on. So now they have people who don't speak English who are putting in this stuff that taxpayers are paying for. And look what they're doing. This is communism. This is communism. Look at this. They're taking over these streets. What they're doing up here in Nashua is permanent.
Wait a second. Stop it right there. Pause it. What you shut up. What are they doing? Roofs?
Now, you're putting in trees, and you're putting around those paving stones around them, and they hired a bunch of illegal alien Mexicans to do it, instead of Harvard graduates.
Ask Diane if she'd like the job. Huh? So you're right, Diane.
I got to get back on the radio. I'll do as much radio as I can afford to pay for.
But I'm not going to... I'm not going to dig a ditch. And I was going to say something that rhymes with it, but I realized that's just wrong. I'm not going to do that. So, yeah, this old ain't going to dig a ditch. All right, go back to Diane. You know what? Maybe we should change Karen to Diane.
Just because of her. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Just because. What's her last name?
Ploss. Ploss.
All right. I don't want to say her name, Diane Ploss, but she's angry. I mean, she's really so either she's going over the top and nuts to try to make a name for herself, which she seems pretty toxic right now.
I have a meeting over syndication.
Yeah, I'll bet you do. Good luck with that.
All right, you want to hear more?
God, not really. Not from her.
He goes on and on.
Okay, go ahead. Sure.
So here's a private company. Wake up. No residents. I want to know, where's Governor Sununu? Where's Governor Sununu? What's your problem?
Sununu.
Now a black came up and is getting involved.
Are they in America?
Yes.
Okay, they should be speaking English.
What? He said, what?
They should be speaking English.
Because what?
They should be speaking English. Are they
Because
illegal
why?
aliens? They don't speak the language?
What does speaking the language have to do with
Do they not speak the
When
language?
you drive into the state, what does it say?
Do they not speak the language?
I have no idea.
Okay, why do you care?
Because
I wasn't talking
Stop
to
it
you.
right there. Stop right there. It's like, no. Why do you care? Exactly. Why do you care?
I don't know why Lamar comes up here with his ebonics and tries to justify this.
Okay, well, the ebonics was a stupid idea. That was dumb. Agreed. But still, this Diane, oh my God, she is I hate to say she's a Karen because I know nice people named Karen.
Yes, some more.
harassing you.
I have a right.
To harass people?
How am I harassing them?
You're yelling at them.
Am I yelling?
Job. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I
okay.
hear you
Are they
across the
illegal?
street.
So?
I'm trying to enjoy my lunch.
So then go enjoy your lunch. Why are you wearing a mask?
Why am I wearing a mask? I don't get the global pandemic.
Really? Okay. Okay. So this guy decided that he's going to come over here and be a social justice warrior. Great. I know, really.
Because I was 6 feet away outside.
Oh, it's over from the other side because he's a black man and he's going to protect the brown man from this white woman who's practicing white privilege because she happened to walk by and heard this guy talking to all of these guys doing this work.
Pause it right there. Pause it right there. What's Diane's last name?
Ploss. Ploss, like floss, but with a P in front of it. Kind of like your name.
She's the reason why people don't like white folk.
Yeah.
She's the reason she's the reason that white people don't like white folk. She's the reason why people hate white people. People like her. You get one of her, and people think, oh my God, all white people are like that.
One bad apple ruins the bunch.
Or, we've seen white people in action, and even if they don't say it out loud, they're thinking like she is. Yeah, that's happening inside. They're all thinking that. Oh, God.
Now you're running out of time. You get the governor coming up because you started this bit so late. You have to revisit this tomorrow.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
Radio Gold.
That is not Radio Gold.
Yeah, on my end it is.
No.
That's what I'll be listening to tonight after 4 beers.
It's toxic waste. All right, we got to get to commercial. Tomorrow, you and me, starting at 10 o'clock and no Diane. Oh, my God. That woman.
I'm Troy McClure. You might remember me from Why Are They Playing This Again? And I think I've heard this before. You're listening to an encore presentation of The Rick Jensen Show.
Producer Randy.
Yes, host Rick.
What does your libertarian philosophy say about this?
It should be a personal choice as to whether you want to wear it or not. But the thing I find most odd about all this is I shop at the same 3 stores at least once a week and I see the exact same cashiers every time I go there. I go to Aldi, I go to Walmart, I go to Brewers Outlet. I go there, and I see the exact same people at least once a week. And while I'm there, like say I'm at Aldi, there's 30 other people there. So the cashier that I deal with every single week is the same person. She's dealing with 30 people while I'm there. So that must mean throughout their 12-hour day that they're open, 12 times 30 is, a lot.
Say 360. It'd make me happy.
There you go, 360. So
Thank you.
she's dealing with, like how many people are, every day they're dealing with, hundreds, thousands of people. Okay, the same guy I go and I get my beer from every week.
Yeah.
Okay, so none of them have died, and they're dealing with way more people than I'm dealing with. I only see 3 people here at the radio station. There's like tumbleweeds blowing through here. But at the at these grocery stores and the Walmart and the beer distributor, I'm seeing, they're seeing thousands of people, and the cashiers are all alive and well. Now, and so I don't know that it's all that contagious. Yes, I understand when old people can get it and they're going to die. But there's probably a lot of things that would kill old people. The regular flu would probably kill them almost.
Yeah, I know, and there are doctors who say that the increased numbers in death, increase from what was expected pre-COVID-19 is 8% so far, and the vast majority of those people are indeed in hospitals, nursing homes, not hospitals. That was wrong. I should not have said that. It's not hospitals at all. It's nursing homes, elderly, like assisted living and things like that. Yes, the vast majority are. But there are others who are not.
Well, I think we should not close any businesses whatsoever. The government should not be allowed to tell any businesses whatsoever.
Well, let the businesses be part of the reopening. I agree with that.
They should have never closed them in the first place. Or maybe that 14 days we want to flatten the curve. After that, none of them should be closed. It's complete BS to let Walmart be open but not let mom and pop's little store be open. It's ridiculous. Plus...
No, I agree. You're going to have some open. You should allow them all to be. But here's the other thing, too. You go to all these places... and they're all there. No one's gotten sick and died. But here's what we don't know. And I use the pronoun we, Randy. I'm not taking it out on you. Here's what we don't know. We don't know if indeed those people caught it from somebody else in the store. They're asymptomatic and they give it to mom or pop, and mom and pop die. We just don't know that right now. And personally, I choose, and it's my choice, but I choose to live on the side of caution because I am concerned about other people getting this thing. And I think that we're going to learn for certain, right now it's presumed, we're going to learn for certain that people in assisted living and nursing homes were getting it from people who were coming in from outside there. Remember, the wonderful mayor of New York, who did such a fabulous job, according to Dr. Fauci, is responsible for thousands and thousands of people who died because he said nursing homes must take COVID-19 people into the nursing homes, into assisted living. And we saw that, and I do believe the researchers and the scientists who say that led to thousands and thousands of people dying who did not have to.
And that's this exact same thing that happened in Pennsylvania with the man who wears the dress and claims he's a woman. He did the same thing, but he took his own mother out of a nursing home.
Yeah.
So he selfishly said, "Oh, I'm taking my own mother out," and then he forced the nursing homes to take COVID positive elderly people and killed thousands of people.
So with that in mind, then doesn't it seem that yes, you do have older people who are getting this from others who are perhaps asymptomatic, and for that reason we should wear a mask and protect these people.
If you put a sign on your door that says wear a mask, I wear a mask because I respect private companies' rules that are written on a door. If you tell me to wear a sweater to come in your store, I'll put it on because I respect a private person's rights for what they want to say. You want me to wear a pair of gloves when I come in? I'll wear them. I don't care. I'm not going to fight anybody on it. That's fine. But personally, I keep the same filthy mask in my car. I put it on to go to the...
I think most people do, yeah.
Yeah, I go to the Home Depot. I go in to buy beer. That's the 1 second a day I wear the mask. That's it.
Right.
So
no, I hear you. I don't wear it while I'm driving the car. And for those of you who are wearing your mask while you drive the car, why are you doing that?
They need
it
a
doesn't make
lobotomy.
sense. Unless there was a passenger recently in the car and they're concerned about globules still being inside that cabin while they're driving away. To which I say, roll down your windows.
I find it really odd that hundreds of thousands of protesters, looters, rioters all haven't dropped dead, but they're all within inches of each other, screaming at cops, pulling their masks down, yelling, spitting on people, and none of them are dead. You would think the protesters, 20% of them would just drop off the face of the earth if it was as contagious as it is, and it's complete, I almost said the S word, it's complete BS.
But Randy, here's what we don't know. Again, and this is like a full circle conversation now, is we don't know if that cop was asymptomatic and gave it to his wife, who gave it to her mom, who died in the nursing home. We don't know if any of those protesters caught it. They were asymptomatic or just sick, like my friend, for a bit, and gave it to somebody in their house, and somebody who had a compromised immune system actually had to go to the hospital and may or may not have died. See, that's the thing we don't know.
See, I don't watch the news. I watch Twitter, and because you're not going to see normal society on the news. I think they have an agenda. It might just be to get Trump out of office. I don't know. I'm not saying as a Trump supporter.
CNN does that, yeah.
Yeah. So when I hear that, and we just ran on CBS News at the top of the hour, you can't have the Cuomo chips. You need to buy chicken wings. What the heck is he even bringing that nonsense up, telling a restaurant that you have to sell chicken wings, you can't sell a bag of chips in order to serve a drink? We're concerned about 7 people, 12 people, 25 people inside a restaurant when hundreds of thousands of people are looting the streets and no one says boo about it.
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Rick Jensen.
I know that you sound sober between 10 and 2.
I do, and I play the drums just like the guy from Led Zeppelin.
With both feet and
No. Then you go John Bonham. Let's try. No, let me try it again. Hey, I play drums just like the guy from Led Zeppelin.
Oh, John Bonham?
No, Robert Plant.
10 a.m. till 2, 11:50 a.m. 101.7 FM, WDEL.